Welcome to Brain Mentors. I am Garima and today we are going to learn about CSS positions. So let's get started now. Prerequisites to learn CSS positions are HTML and CSS. HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language, and with HTML you can create the structure of your website. And CSS stands for Cascading Style Sheets, and with CSS you can style or design of an HTML document. That's why HTML is called a structure layer and CSS is called a presentational layer. Now the question is, why do we use CSS positions? So let's take an example that we have a website, so then the website has some HTML elements as well. And these HTML elements are of block level or inline. HTML elements can be categorized into two categories. First is block level elements, second is inline elements. Block level elements occupy the full width of the document. On the other hand, inline elements occupy the width as per the content they have. Now the question is already any kind of position property applied on this website? So the answer is yes. Automatically applied position property is position static. Position static property means that the elements of an HTML follow the normal document flow. So this is an example of position static that follows the normal or original document flow. Now the problem with that position static is that if we want to do something like this or like that, that's not possible with position static, because position static simply means we position the elements in the normal document flow. So if we want to change it like this, we should forget about position static, because we need other position values that we can use for our position property. And now the values are, first is fixed, second is absolute, third is relative, and fourth is sticky. That means we want to change or modify the normal or original flow of the document. Now the question is, how do we change the position of any element of an HTML? So for this we have four more necessary properties for CSS positions. And the properties are, first is top, second is right, third is bottom, and fourth is left. These four properties only use when we first apply the position property to any HTML elements. And then by adding or using these four properties with any position values, we can change the position of any element of an HTML. Basically by using these four properties, we can change the document flow. Here as you can see, we have got the positive values are on the inside here and negative values are on the outsides here. I mean that the positive values will offset or away inward and negative values will offset or away outward. And now I will be going to show real-time examples of all the position properties. First is example for position fixed. Here the header section of this Flipkart website is an example of position fixed, because it stays at the same place even if the web page is scrolled. See the working? Here header of this website is fixed even if we can scroll this web page. Next, one more example of a position fixed. Here header and left sidebar sections of the Gaana.com website are also examples of position fixed. Same here, if we can scroll this web page, the header and left sidebar sections are also positioned fixed. Next, example for position absolute and relative. Here in this Flipkart website, the red highlighted portion has positioned relative and green highlighted portion has positioned absolute. They are used together because position absolute is positioned relative to its nearest parent or positioned element, whereas position relative is positioned to its normal position. As you can see here, the left and right buttons are positioned absolute because absolute elements are relative to its nearest positioned element. And this large image is positioned relative because relative elements are positioned to its normal position. So that's why mostly absolute and relative position values are used together. And by using this concept, we can easily change the relative image section by using left and right buttons. Basically, this type of section is called a banner of this website. Next, last example for position sticky. Here left sidebar or red highlighted portion is an example of position sticky. So position sticky means it is fixed on the screen, same as position fixed, but with one difference. That is that position sticky is positioned based on the user's scroll position. Basically, it is sticky as per the properties like top, right, bottom, and left. Those we applied with any tag or element of an HTML. Now see the practical examples one by one for each of the position values. So first is position fixed. Here as you can see, we have one simple web page. And now if we want to position fixed this yellow highlighted div element of an HTML, Then we have to specify position fixed to this div element. Now this div element is positioned relative to the viewport, which means it always stays at the same place even if the web page is scrolled. And now by using position property top with value 0 pixel, that means it is positioned fixed at the top of the document. And now by using position property bottom with value 0 pixel, that means it is positioned fixed at the bottom of the document. So basically by using position values like fixed, you can just be fixed any element of an HTML, but by using position properties like a top, bottom, left, right, you can place it anywhere on the screen. And next is position relative. Here as you can see, we have a simple web page, and if we want that this red highlighted div element is position relative to its original or normal position, so basically we can position any element from its normal position. So for this we have to specify the position relative to this red highlighted element. That means now this div element position to its normal position. Then by using position property top with positive value, you can move downward this div element from its original position. And by using left position property with positive value, you can move this div element towards the right from its original position. And by using negative value, it will on the outsides here. And by using position property bottom with positive value, you can move it upward. And with negative value, you can move it downward from its normal or original position. And by using position property right with positive value, it can offset or away outward. And with negative value, it can offset or away inward, in this case because position relative element is always positioned to its normal position. Next is position absolute. As you can see, here we have two div elements. One is outer div element, that is red highlighted, and one is the inner div element, that is green highlighted. And now if we want to position the green highlighted div element relative to this red highlighted div element, so for this we have to specify the position absolute to green highlighted div element. Then if you want to place green highlighted div element at the right bottom corner of red highlighted div element, so for this you have to use right and bottom position property with value 0 pixel. As you can see, this green highlighted box is positioned to its relative nearest position parent, which means now it is positioned to this document, because position absolute element is positioned relative to its nearest position parent. But we want that it can be positioned relative to this red highlighted box. So for this we have to specify a position relative to this red highlighted box. And now this green highlighted box is positioned relative to this nearest or positioned element, that is a red highlighted box. And that's why mostly position absolute and position relative used together for this kind of concept. And next is position sticky. As you can see here, we have a simple web page. And if we can specify position sticky to this green highlighted div element, as you can see it is same. As you can see it is same, but if you can specify position property like top with some value, then this green highlighted div element is position sticky, which means it is position sticky based on the user scroll position. Basically it is sticky as per the position property like top, bottom, left, right that we applied on any tag or element of an HTML. And next is position static. Now we already know that every HTML element's position static by default. See the example. I have already created a simple web page. In computed mode of inspect element, as you can see, it is position static by default. And one note for this is that static position elements are not affected by top, right, bottom and left properties. So I hope you enjoy the video. Thanks for watching.